Welcome again to Life in the God Lane. I'm Tom West. This is a power verse for the day. And I call this little message God's Ways and Acts. And it's for February 23rd, 2022 from Psalm 103, verse 7. And I hope you'll subscribe to this YouTube channel if you haven't done it yet, Life in the God Lane. Hit the bell so you get notified every time I roll one of these things out, which is once a day. And make comments. Give me thumbs up, share this with someone else so they can be blessed. Hope you'll do that. And we'll jump into it. The benefits of God always have to do with him making his ways known to us by his acts and by his deeds for us, his people. In Psalm 103, verse 7 in the New American Standard Bible, it reads as follows. He made known his ways to Moses, his acts to the sons of Israel. God made his ways known to Moses by acting on behalf of the sons of Israel. He did deeds to benefit his people during the life of Moses. Does them today too, folks. He does them today. Remember that over 600,000 Israeli men plus, and that was men over 20 years of age, of battle age, so they could serve in the army, plus women and children, probably around 2 million people left Egypt under Moses' leadership out of Egyptian bondage. They got to the Red Sea with mountains on the side, the Red Sea in the front, and Pharaoh's army coming up behind them. I call that being between a rock and a hard place. Tough times. To make a complicated story simple, there was no way out without God moving to deliver them. You'll find yourself in times like that in life. No way out unless God moves. But he moves. He does. God made his ways known by acting on Israel's benefit, acting to Israel's benefit. How? He had Moses hold his staff out over the Red Sea. Sounds kind of funny, doesn't it? Then the wind blew, and the waters stacked up on both sides, And all those 2 million Israelites crossed the Red Sea, it says, on dry ground. No mud, dry ground. There was no way out without God moving. But he moved, and they crossed on dry ground. And then Pharaoh's army followed them across on dry ground. But the water came back on them, and every one of them was drowned. Some things just require the movement of God. They require him acting in history to benefit his people. Ultimately, he acted in history by sending Jesus to die in our place. And remember, Psalm 103 always looks forward to this. He acted in history by sending Jesus to die in our place, pay for our sin completely, and then be raised from the dead 3 days later to defeat death for good and forever. Whack-a-mole on death, okay? You know what else? When you walk with God, he will make his ways known and act on your behalf personally today. And ultimately, you're going to end up with him in heaven because he beat death for you, okay? He makes his ways known and acts for our benefit today. He does. What he has done in the past, he continues to do today. Walk with him, and you will see him move. I will see you tomorrow.